There's some interest on our side, on the Republican side, of having a second hearing because Mr. Strickland, the new head of NHTSA, did not testify, and apparently it's in his biographical sketch that he has some experience and expertise about the very types of problems that Toyota was having to deal with, and yet apparently the department told him that he didn't need to come testify, and so I think that was unfortunate. And then also there are some other people, I'm sure, who have some knowledge of this, and I think you know, some people are trying to make this look like it's a political thing. There was some mention that it happened on the other watch, or you know, which is what they were saying had happened while President Bush was in office. But this is an agency that's made up almost entirely of federal civil service employees, and it's all the same employees there now. And Secretary LaHood testified that he's satisfied with the work that's going on at NHTSA now, and that the employees are all real good, and nobody's lost his or her job over this. So you know, it's not something that's you know, is not that Republicans relax on this or anything like that. They've got some 700 employees working at NHTSA, so they had plenty of warning about this. So it's the federal civil service bureaucracy that's failed, if anybody has failed in this situation. I think one thing that I would like to see out of it is that Toyota meets the same specifications in the U.S. as they do in other countries. There's been some indication that they maybe do a little better job in some of these other countries, and when a recall occurs in another country about a problem, I think Toyota should have to notify NHTSA, or that NHTSA should be notified of that by any car company, so that Americans, I really want to see the American people treated better than people in other countries, and that hasn't always occurred. And then we need to, also another thing I'd like to see is too many of these companies hire former employees. And there's some indication that a couple of high-ranking former NHTSA employees are now working for Toyota. And Secretary LaHood said, well, they're not allowed to work on the things that they worked on while they were with NHTSA, but that's you know, that could be a very minimal standard. They might have been working on a few specific projects that aren't involved with most of what Toyota does. So I wish, of course, it happens primarily in the Defense Department. The Defense Department hires all the former admirals and generals, but all of these departments, the Department of Transportation, NHTSA, everybody should not be allowed to hire former employees of that department. Yet that's gone on for many years, and I suppose it will still go on afterwards. But that's one thing that I would like to see done.